Hello, everyone. Hope your day is going well today. Mine is doing awesome. Thank you so much. I just got done doing all kinds of chores. You know, you do once a month: clean your fridge, clean your stove, clean the sink, clean all them good things. And so I thought, you know what? I'm ready now. I'm ready. I've got the kitchen clean. It looks good. I'm ready to come in here and do a reading. So here I am. And I thank you guys for joining me at my channel so much. I appreciate you being here. And I just want to thank all the new subscribers, your likes, your shares, and your beautiful comments. And I think I got the best tribe in the world. You know, I think we're doing awesome. We're growing, and we're learning, and we're changing, and we're becoming better parts, or better. Yeah, we're just becoming better selves, right? Happier with ourselves and all that kind of stuff, right? So we're here to do a reading on behalf of the Divine Creator to find out what the Creator would like to say to us, what the Creator would like to see from us, whatever the Creator would like to say to us. And that's basically what this is. And we got sunshine today after a week of rain. Yeah, it is Washington State, right? And we do get a lot of rain. It won't be long though, it'll be snow. Lots and lots and lots of snow. Oh man, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Ooh. Almost. Dum dum. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Pull one out for the Creator. And we're going to slide a few around. We'll pull out one for the Divine Masculine. And slide a few more around. And put one down for the Divine Feminine. And then set these over here. And let's see what the Divine Creator has to say. Love. Emotions. We're in water. Yeah. Creator says our emotions are changing. We're having happier emotions as a collective overall. And Creator says she is really enjoying it. Keeping our focus on our emotions, keeping them balanced and playful and joyful, kind of tweaking and pulling, swishing them around to see how they make us feel. Some of us out there are beginning to enjoy our emotions, maybe allowing them to shine through. Yeah, looking through the eyes of love, that golden heart on top with its eyes open, feeling love. Yeah, feeling good, joy, playful, playing with the water, playing with the emotions, enjoying them. That is pretty awesome. Okay, what's this about the emotions? What else do we need to know about our emotions? I love my emotions, whether they're good or bad, because I know if I'm not in a good mood, then I got to work on something. Something inside of me is saying, you know, there's something you need to look at, you need to work on. And so the minute I begin to feel depressed or whatever, I will begin to look inside and see if there's something in there that has gotten past me and I haven't worked, healed or made myself feel better about something that, sometimes you can just hear stuff but not hear it, right? And this can still affect your emotional waters. Like the earth, you are 70% water. So water holds memories. So we have memories in us that'll be stored in us since childhood. And that means sometimes emotions come up, whether from childhood or past relationships or past trauma. These emotions really need to be looked at and examined and then worked on and healed. Everybody works and heals in their own way. You know, myself, I don't reason anything out, but I do like to go back and look over other people's lives who were involved in any kind of trauma or dissatisfaction or upset that I had. And going through their lives will usually explain to us why they hurt us in our life. You know, somebody said it, you know, hurt people, wounded people bleed all over everybody. Right? That's a good thing to think about. Wounded people bleed all over everybody. And everyone around them is going to suffer. So, with that thought being said, we want to make sure we take care of our wounds and we don't allow it to bleed out on everybody. Around those that we care about, those we love. It's very important because it can actually help paint your picture. If you have wounds in your heart, it can paint that picture of your life, and you don't want to allow wounding to paint the pictures of your life. You want to clean out the wounds and refresh it and come to understandings and forgiveness so that you can move on and find a happier, more compatible world and life, right? Okay, well, I'm going to cut these cards. I'm going to take one straight off the top and ask Creator about these emotions. Seven of Earth. Working, planning, fall. I'm going to read this. Seven of Earth. Opening to a new strategy. Being at a crossroads, a decision needs to be made. As you reflect on your progress to date and see where you stand, you contemplate whether you want to continue singing the same song or change your tune. You are always free to go back to and reimagine what you might co-create. What you manifested does not serve you as you thought it might. You don't have to be afraid to admit it is no longer for you. Whatever you choose to do, you are not afraid to start over, for you feel assured that Spirit will always support your highest good. So Spirit is saying you go in and you do the work that you need to do, change things around as you need to change them around, and that Spirit will always support your highest good. So as you're working through your emotions and grounding them into your body, you want to release the emotions that don't serve you well, past failures that you, or past what you perceive as you failed, but realize we never fail. We learn from everything. There is no failure. We learn. So relationships from the past that you have learned from, rather, I'm going to say, we have learned a lot from our past relationships. transmuting the sorrow and pain into forgiveness and lessons learned. And our lessons to be learned are how we don't want to be treated or how we don't want to feel. We don't want to feel the sad, depressed, frustration, not understanding what the hell is going on emotions. We have to transmute them and get them out of our system and remember that there is, everything you learned, and put that behind you and move forward. 8 of water. Put it behind you and begin to move forward. That you might begin to heal from it. And, no matter what we've been through in the past, we understand that what we were put through is probably something that the people themselves that put us through had to go through themselves, if not worse. I know the past that I had, and when I realized the past that my partner had, it was sad. It was very sad. And not unlike me, he wasn't taught to be a fighter, and so, or a true speaker. And I was taught this by my parents. So, he had to deal with these things for his whole life. And it made him the man he was. And it's unfortunate that he didn't have parents that recognized these things and took care of them. So it's our job as parents to really recognize a lot of the people that's around us, and recognize that they are what they came from. And that's sad to say, especially the ones who don't heal themselves. And this is loving yourself. This isn't loving them. This is giving yourself the opportunity to release and let go. Right? 2 water, this is love. But this is love of self as well. You want to love yourself enough to realize that we live in a world where there are a lot of broken people. And broken people like to see other people broken, not intentionally. But they don't know how to not do that, because that's how their life was. They were broken. They lived with people that broke them. And so that's how they know how to live. And it's sad, but that's the truth. And in order to help them heal, it's our job to be truthful and authentic with them and let them know what we think and how we feel. And, I hate to say that, and even judge them on their actions right in front of them to their face, that they can recognize that what they're doing is not right. They might not even know what they're doing. And I am a truth caller, and, I'm fearless. And I stand in truth with God. I work towards healing. And when you work towards healing, you have to meet people face to face with their own truth. And let them have a look at you, at themselves through your eyes, because they might not even know anything is wrong. And so that's why we want to be truthful, authentic, and keep our throat chakra open and hold people accountable for their actions, because you're actually helping them heal. They will actually see and go in and research themselves and see where where they could heal and work on bettering themselves. And so, we don't always want to hear the truth, and that's why. People don't like to always hear the truth. But you know what? The truth is the best dose of medicine the doctor can ever give you. And that's what God says. And that's love. Queen of water. God said that's all about love, the truth, where you can get in there and clean out your emotions, where you can realize the difference between what is real and what is not. This is the Queen of Water, full of love and compassion, empathy. She knows it. She knows you more than you know you. And she is full of truth too. Just like, and if she's mixed in with the Queen of Swords, you're going to hear it. You're going to hear it. And some of us work through all the queens. Some of us do. And that's how I work, with healing. And I know that truth is the best medicine every single time. Yeah. The Empress. She knows how to heal those who come around her. And most people do come for healing and love and compassion and kindness and gentleness. And people need that. Especially those that never got to experience it growing up. And, yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Myself, I thought I had a rough life until I met other people that told me about their lives. And I thought to myself, I'm glad I was raised a hillbilly, that I was raised tough, that I was put out in the garden. I'm glad that I was taught to take care of the kids, my little brothers and sisters. I'm glad I was given all those responsibilities. I'm glad, because it made me who I am today. And I love myself. I can handle any situation. And I know that. And I can face it like, I'll just lean back and be like, okay, let me think about it a minute. Let's see what we're going to do about it, right? What else can you do? You just got to face it head on and move forward. And that's what we do, right? The best of us do that. And the rest of them are trying to catch up. And we just keep on leading the way, right? We're going to keep on leading the pack. And we're going to move forward into the future. And we're going to use love and, love, compassion, empathy, as we need to use it, whether we're going to have to correct or help hold people accountable for their actions, or whether we are, going to use love to bathe their wounds. And it all depends on how they're acting, right? And that's their lesson. That's their lesson, right? Their lesson. And so we want to make sure that those who didn't get the lessons that are around those of us, because some people I couldn't beat off with a stick. They still love me no matter what. And, they love me because I hold them accountable. And it helps them to feel better about things in their own life. And it's hard to believe to be raised with parents that didn't hold you accountable. It's hard for me to believe that, but there are some parents that don't hold their children accountable, and you're hurting them. You're hurting them. You're hurting their self-esteem. You're hurting their ability to learn and grow, and you don't want to do that to your children. You want to hold them accountable for the things that they're not doing that aren't right. You don't let them hit their brothers and sisters, right? You don't let them fight. Me and my brothers fought. My dad would put us in a corner and make us hold hands. And for 30 minutes. And every 15 minutes, we had to give each other a kiss on the cheek. Yeah, that's what my dad would do. He'd put us in a corner. He'd be like, you don't fight family. You talk things out. My dad was a good, ancient, wise man. And I loved it. He was probably 60 years old when I was born. And I was so lucky to have him. Maybe 50, something like that. 47, I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. But he was up in age. And we have two of there. So we all had, and it was in reverse. Two of there. So in reverse, well, we don't take this one in reverse anyway. Two of air means we have choices to make, and the choices we make today will help those who are coming tomorrow. And we got to remember that our choices are very important. They carry over and through. And if you really love somebody, if you truly, truly love them, you will, you will show to them if they're hurt and injured and hurting you. You will hold them accountable for that and make sure they know that. And that is how we can help other people heal without hurting other people as they move on down the line. I made a point to let my ex-husband know that I won't take you back. I never take anybody back who cheats on me. I never have, and I never will. And not only will I not take you back, I won't act like nothing happened either. So, whatever is the way I see it. And I don't act like, what I'm saying is I never hid the truth from anybody. If he's around me and, he said something, it better be full of truth, because if not, I was going to hold his ass accountable for it. I don't want to talk about him no more. But he is better now. He's better. He's healed a lot from his trauma, but he still has a long way to go. And, my kids love him, and the grandkids love him, and I can understand that. But we only hurt those who are closest to us, right? And so he don't hurt the grandkids and the kids like he did me. It was a personal thing between us. So, and one thing I can't do, I don't do cheating at all. That just lies and cheating. That's it. The end. The end. The end. And, gracious, I told you, well, I'm not going to do that. Let's see what we got going here. I love you guys. Forgive me for dealing out personal stuff, but in my own personal history, and it was a part of my healing, holding them accountable too. Yeah, 4 of air. It's time to rest. So, God's saying, whoever's out there that is working on healing their emotions and working, this blue is the throat chakra, working on their throat chakra to speak their truth and to be authentic is a beautiful thing. And working on your emotions and working on your healing and helping others heal by being truthful with them and holding them accountable, walking away. Don't allow people to hurt you, because your value to God is very high. And God doesn't want any of us to be put in situations where we're devalued and hurt. He actually wants us to find love, companionship, family, all those great emotions that we need in our life. And he wants us to have them. And this is all about emotions, working with your emotions, taming your emotions, loving yourself, learning to love your emotions. This is all about self-love. And when you love and empathy and have an empathy for yourself and self-love, and you will have empathy and self-love for others, but it'll be the kind of love, it's a different love. It doesn't hurt anymore. It's a more pure, unconditional kind of love. And God says, when you have that for yourself, when you realize that everything you've done at the time you've done it, you thought was the best thing you could do, you give yourself unconditional love. Love yourself for that. Because that's the truth. We only can do the best we can do with what we know at the time we do it. Chariot. Jumping timelines, baby. Hanging out with Buddha. Happily enjoying our emotional waters, right? Sitting on top of the water. allowing our emotions to have their way, feeling them through, feeling them out. Man, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue cards and 2 earth cards. And this is all about earth and water, you know, your emotions and where they lie, your waters and, where the beach is, knowing the difference. Okay, one more card. What would you have to say to His great creator? We would definitely focus on our emotions, and they are powerful. Just like the big old tide can move land, so too can your emotions move stuff. It can move it right out of the way, actually. King of Earth, stay grounded, stay focused, manage, management, time management, family orientated, good hearted, loving, kind, and gentle, the King of the earth, Father of all. And we're going to let that go. And Father of all says He loves us all. And to ground your emotions into the earth, balance them out, let the earth help you. And with this, Father God says He loves you, and Mother God says she loves you too. And through the power of the Holy Spirit, I pray and bless you all, and I will see you soon. Thank you. I won. God bless.